Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw.
In Part 64 of Justice for All.
Yes, sir, right away.
Only available for Nintendo 64.
No, actually, guys, turns out because the 64 was hard to work with, it's on the TurboGrafx 64.
Of course.
But what
Do you mean
about the
TurboGrafx
Atari
16?
Jaguar?
No, actually, bring up. No, the Commodore 64, there you go. Phoenix Wright for the Commodore 64.
On an audio cassette.
Yes.
That's when that bellboy came out in the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Correda's room.
I'm letting you know I don't mean Tommy Wiseau's room.
Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place.
Do tell.
Yeah. So he had to be the assassin. I'm sure of it.
Flashback a year ago, Will Powers. That guy looks so creepy. He must be the killer.
I mean...
Thank you very much. That is all we need for now.
Objection? Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more.
I thought you didn't want to come here because you're afraid of being accused.
Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see. Well, now that he's gotten over that fear, I guess he just wants to do the right thing.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, I'm missing a robot wars part now, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
It's the new Assassin's Creed game.
No, I want to watch about robot wars.
So Juan Corrida was a Templar?
Is
course.
that the new series, Dutchy?
Yes. Actually, no, wait, it's not on yet. They haven't given it a date yet. I'm sure it'll come on soon.
Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. Ha 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 ha.
This is no laughing matter, Phoenix.
Says a girl who doesn't laugh. Not ever. Second time. What about the first time?
Yes. Then Will Powers was like, yes, I still remember the second time
And what time was it?
Well, I don't remember. Yeah,
Well,
what
good idea.
ceremony ended around 8 PM, right? Right. And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back,
And by then, tragedy had struck.
and then I went to the bathroom. So I went to the dunny. So I guess maybe it was around 8 to 10 PM by that time.
It's okay to call it a bathroom, you're here in America.
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. And that's when they built, blah, blah, blah.
Hold it! The visitor's room, huh?
Victims.
The victim's room.
Yeah, the one with all the pretty flowers and teddy bears.
Teddy Bear Land?
It was Juan's room, alright.
Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? I'm enjoying this. Hey, how many times is it that I get to be the one in the hot
trust me.
seat?
trust me. If he's enjoying this right now, wait till we get to Dual Destinies. By the time, let's just say, you know that thing about the fans loving to ship these two.
There's a funny little line.
Let's just say Dual Destinies doesn't make. Let's just say Dual Destinies only made the job easier for them. Because
dream sequence Edward had.
there's an entire
You'll
sequence,
see.
there's basically an animated scene in Dual Destinies, which is basically both of them smiling at each other and talking about how awesome it is for them to be facing each other again.
Yeah, Bellboy
Really?
is one of those
I've
rogues,
actually seen
right?
that clip.
And then there's
Many a
appar-
parody.
and then there's apparently the new DLC case of Ace Attorney 6, which I have not spoiled myself on, but I hear has more of stuff like that.
You're also
Oh,
pushing a
God.
car. Not calling it stray either. You called that a little strange too, wouldn't you?
I'm pretty sure he's aware of it, so he's just screwing with the fans in that regard.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed?
It's not unusual.
I work in that industry. I'm not a bellboy, but I am a waiter, so I am familiar with how that shit works. It's perfectly common. Okay, it's a little different in Japan. It's perfectly common for bellboys to be empty-handed.
I know, right? Even
It
this
really,
kind of
really
confused me. There really isn't.
Yeah, I agree
Obstruction.
I'm with Phoenix on this one.
If you two are done being school children,
Turn into a pantomime.
bellboys offer room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed
screw this.
ever. Oh, come on!
That's
But
not right.
they're gonna be empty-handed, like between each little job. I
Why-
mean,
There's
I
been
mean-
plenty. Okay, is it a Japan thing?
And people wonder why I prefer the other final turnabouts over farewell my turnabout at times. Well, except for Apollo Justices.
No. I actually really love this turnabout. It's just that
Oh, I love it
this
too, but it's like
this-
stuff like this, you know, it's
Yeah,
like, well, there's...
Yeah, this is the only part of this case in general that is a bit iffy, probably because of cultural reasons.
Mr.
Admittedly,
Powers.
also, I sort of have the fault with this kind of dragging because, again, they're so determined to have it only be 2 trial days. But I digress. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still one of my absolute favorite turnabouts, just I prefer the likes of Turnabout Goodbyes and Bridge to Turnabout and Turnabout to Tomorrow over it. Objection! Mr. Powers.
Just for the record, I've seen plenty of bellboys empty-handed in my life.
Yes.
You're easily influenced by other people's words and BS, aren't you?
Hey, that's me. Hey.
You were born to play it. As soon as you heard that the bellboy might be the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But isn't he really suspicious?
Says the guy who again looks like Wolverine.
Let's see.
I
Ah,
That's
don't
it.
know.
He's got all those stitches and
Oh boy, here we go.
so, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? He could be an injured veteran. You
Yeah,
Chewbacca
Pedro,
the
Pedro.
French, if I ever saw one.
that's the kind
Pedro, did you see all baseballs are secretly grenades?
Well, there's also. Well, I mean, what about him being empty-handed?
But that is not.
I would like to ask the court to please take a look at this.
Pedro's having a stroke.
Game's ruined forever. 0 out of 10.
That's not how bellboys work.
I mean, seriously, of all the things they could have done.
will shut up.
But
I get
Pedro,
okay. I get the feeling Shutakumi or maybe the translators have never actually been in an hotel or any, or I haven't actually paid attention to how catering works.
Either that or Shutakumi was really focusing on the goal at hand and didn't think to check into that one little thing that's kind of glaring.
Pedro, one
Thankfully.
lingering question still remains to this.
What?
What would Chewbacca do?
Anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. So there, he didn't come empty-handed. You happy now? The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Karita's room.
It's not whether or not it's empty-handed or not. It's the fact that they're treating like if
Exactly.
double is like a fucking planet Mars or something. I don't understand this.
But
Yeah.
the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
Well, but yeah,
Time
he
of
could have
death.
carried it. Yeah, he could have carried the dead body. That way, he wouldn't be empty-handed.
Ah, but can you prove that Mr. Karita was already dead at that time? Can you prove that there actually
If you put
was?
one Corrida in a box, is he alive or dead?
Mr. Edgeworth!
You see, Your Honor, there was no body to find at the time. Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this route.
What can I say? I prefer pacifist. I'm terribly sorry.
No, you're fucking not.
What is with him? Why is he laughing? Have I ever humiliated him at any point in his life to warrant this? Oh, wait. Witness, there is one thing you would like to share with us, isn't there?
Is there?
The power of suggestion compels you. The bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say, empty-handed? See, I can make up one
Edgy
too.
is starting to get into how Phoenix does things.
Well, hey, he's becoming more upbeat and all.
Edward now is winking his eye more than J.J. Abrams' movies.
Oh, wait till we get to investigations, Tio.
That bellboy, he was wearing gloves.
But wait, I'm pretty sure.
Wait a minute, don't
gloves.
bellboys tend to wear gloves anyway?
Yeah,
Especially luxury hotels.
Yes,
What?
yes, bellboys always have to wear gloves.
Oh, but they were pitch black with leather.
Is that right?
It also makes sense, hygiene rules.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's obligatory, Theo. It's obligatory.
But hold on, guys, it was black leather gloves.
So
And apparently all the other bellboys don't wear gloves.
Yeah, those are serial murder gloves.
Why didn't you mention them earlier?
so what?
Well, black leather gloves are not usual
Sorry,
bellboy
it's
attire,
my
I will
mind.
admit to that.
Sorry, it's my mind.
Wait, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious? Going off of
See,
looks,
I
totally!
wonder why.
Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. Huh! So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves.
Thank you.
Come on, Mr. Wright, that bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
Oh,
Can we
Oh,
please
so
film...
just because he wears
hold
black.
on, hold on.
So, a football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather?
Wright, they're an inanimate fucking object!
Fucking steal the Jesus.
What the fuck is wrong with you? He smoked. I want to know what he smoked when he wrote this trial.
Then he was seen in the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. But
I
Phoenix,
think he was smoking the remnants of a
I don't think even someone
basketball.
like myself can believe this is another bellboy. By the way, Phoenix, they're inanimate objects. That's not a fair comparison, you idiots.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In my defense,
And
I'm
I'll say that as me as well, even. This is stupid.
In my defense, I'm not thinking that straight because I'm stressed.
But Phoenix, surely you can tell the difference between a person and an inanimate object, you moron.
That's okay,
See,
G.
I'm trying to
Shoot
stall
is-
here.
That's okay, G. Shu had one of his occasional brain farts.
Occasional?
The rest?
I think he hits more than misses, honestly.
Oh, yes. Please tell us more. What next? Are you going to say basketballs are suspicious because they're made out of rubber?
Nah, man. Basketballs are cool and all that.
Shut up. Yes, the reason why is
Well, at least that part is over.
Oh, just like
Fortunately, we're back to reality now. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Jeez.
it gets inside the room.
It's funny when you think about it because of all the real life stuff that's been happening. You know, a parrot testifying, twin sisters in a car having a car accident, one dying, the other living, going on to be a criminal and all that. A big top over in Britain. This is becoming reality when you think about it.
After that, I went back to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
So you're trying to tell me that eventually we will have baseballs on trial because they have stitches?
No, but we'll have walkie-talkies on trial.
The crime scene. Next went to the defendant's room. Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident.
You're accident-prone, aren't you?
Yeah. Sorry.
Could be our greatest asset here, though, so it's okay. Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. Of all the people to have spotted a assassin who has managed to elude the police forever all this time, Will Powers managed to catch them all in one
I
accidental
think it's safe
shot.
to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's start it, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
So, thank you for dedicating an entire trial section to something that everybody already knows.
Mr.
But
Wright.
we need to stall time to save Maya.
Mr.
Oh,
Wright,
that actually is a good point, actually.
Yeah, it is, I guess, yes.
Are you saying all judges are suspicious because they have bald heads?
Actually, no, a lot of judges don't have bald heads.
Shut up, Mr. Wright, you have no right to talk.
No.
How do you know? Here in Britain.
I think the better question would be, do you call judge suspicious because they have robes?
Admittedly, though, Shuri does have a point, though, now that I recall. Yeah, they are actually doing a lot of this crazy stuff to stall him.
True.
Okay, you're kind of forgiven, Shu. Although, still, what the heck was up with the bellboy thing? I mean, come on.
You could have thought of better excuses than
Yeah, true. That's also another good point. Yes, I know they have to stall, but couldn't you come up with something a little more? It wasn't even funny.
Coherent?
It was just stupid.
I got a good laugh out of it from how inane it was, and I actually do get the references. But I guess that's a joke that works better if you're American.
Well, the thing is, it's like
okay. Question,
Jovah.
Jovah. In America,
it works only the first time around because this is my second time seeing it.
Okay, Jovah, is it an American thing that bellboys should be empty-handed or something?
No, actually, no. The bellboy the bellboy thing still confuses me to high heaven. It's just like, well, I get the jokes about the baseballs and the footballs.
I'm pretty sure bellboys are only added when they don't have a job to do at that particular moment.
Yeah. And the black leather gloves, that I also do get because black leather gloves, those are usually killer gloves, and the last thing you'd expect to see on a bellboy. But yeah, the whole bellboys
you see
thing.
them wearing like satin gloves or something of a similar material, not
leather.
leather.
Bellboys usually. Granted, I'm not a bellboy, so I have to ask one of my colleagues tomorrow.
So after he gave the person inside the room the thing.
All
Don't worry,
right,
everybody.
back to the story.
Don't
Sorry
worry,
if we talked over your lines, Dribs.
That's okay. I'll just have one more thing to say. Okay, audience. For the next part, I will bring in information because I will ask one of my bellboy colleagues about it.
Oh wow, you have a colleague for
Open the
everything,
door,
don't you?
Yeah, I work in catering, Jovah.
Nice.
Went in there, and who knows after that, right?
My work is
I'm
a
a waiter.
clerical
I'm a waiter.
assistant. Ugh, I thought, dude. Wait, she been extorting me, nigga!
Phoenix, are you okay?
NGAHHHH. Did you see anything strange?
Oh yeah, I saw that one thing, by the way. Mr. Wright, you're fired.
What? You saw something else?
You know what's interesting, Blips?
Yeah?
There's an hentai called
this
H.
part.
Oh yeah. There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. It was watching one store like some sort of stalker.
Oh no, that alien. We should probably call control about that. I think we can forget about the alien. I have a good idea who it was.
Yeah.
A time traveler. I still am trying to figure out how she shows up in my future.
88 miles per hour.
But without a car?
I guess.
It's a little awesome, isn't it?
A little.
Yeah. The fact that you're useless is very trouble.
I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer.
Thank you, Captain Useless. I don't.
Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it?
Us?
Hey
This
Mia, what is 2 plus 2?
She knows that at least.
No, I'm not saying that she doesn't. It's just while we're saying obvious, stupid, pointless stuff, might as well.
Oh, never mind then. Carry on.
Jovah, that kind of joke is the par for the course of stupid people.
Is that what you saw while you were busy spying?
Excuse me?
Well, not really stupid
I
people.
might be applying to paid action star. But even I wouldn't stoop to spying.
But you're dressed for it.
Fingers I see.
Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye and sort of sneaky by, like...
Are you trying not to be the next James Bond? I knew he was spying.
Yeah, because,
Please, doesn't really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly.
Speaking of the Bond casting
Nothing
thing,
really matters.
speaking of the bond casting, what real quick, could you imagine all the outrage that would happen if Bonds, if they cast a white guy's Bond again, all the outrage would be, all the rage, just like the whole black guy not being cast as Spider-Man thing.
Actually, this would probably be like with the Ghostbusters thing. People will start saying that it's because of racism, even though it has nothing to do with it.
Bond was white in the books.
I know. Trust me, I understand. I agree with you.
I'll ask you more about that later. And what was this something?
Ha ha ha. If I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I?
I guess.
Idiot. But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime.
Which means we need
Are
to
you
delay
sure
for
you
another
didn't
day.
Well, I think it was something kind of small.
Really?
I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Yes, it was just like that.
I smell a rat.
Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember where it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was, no. If you remember, please add it to your testimony. No!
God damn it.
Yes, sir.
He's stressed out.
Yeah, he's missing his Robot Wars repeats before the new show comes on.
Objection!
Uh, 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 uh.
What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Oh, trust me, Wedger. Wait till we get to Final Fantasy VIII.
Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up.
Motherfucker.
No, damn it!
Me? Your Honor.
Oh, fucking course.
It was me.
It was me all along.
It's me, Edgeworth.
What is it, Phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, please.
Okay then. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix. Deep breath.
Are you gonna show his badge?
Mr. Powers. The something you saw. Was it this item? Please ignore the suspicious music suddenly in the courtroom.
Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something.
Something that is nothing.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
Shut up.
I recall we found this at Engarde's mansion.
At the defender's house?
Yes, we also noticed a stolen patch of $4 million along with it.
What does this mean?
Hell, the man has a fucking motorcycle hanging for the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
I mean, if that doesn't make him suspiciously weird, I don't know what does.
He's just trying to imitate Michael Jackson, yo. Shelly the Killer assassinated Juan Carita in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear being found at Mr. Engarde's mansion would be...
It goes without saying, Your Honor.
Please say it.
Mr. Matt Engarde is the killer's client!
Order, order, order! I said order!
That may be a new record.
Mr. White, this is the most unfortunate turn of events for you.
Don't you mean series of events? Wait, what am I doing? Joking? Yeah.
No, Wright. Your judgment was sound.
Well, fuck you anyway, you got my sister killed.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Hold on.
Actually, I figured the bear would come up.
Then why didn't you bring it up earlier, you stupid bitch?
Mia, you're such.
Pedro,
I hate you.
If
I
not
hate
now, then it would have
Pedro,
later
do you
on.
need a timeout?
No. I can do this.
Do you need some liquor?
Hey, Pedro, Jovah has said that, Mia's character does improve through,
In the
backstory.
third game.
She's actually incredibly useful in the third
How true
game.
is that?
She's
Like,
incredibly
how-
useful in the
no,
third game, actually. You'll see.
Basically, Shiro, to put it simply, she only got worse with age.
Okay.
I think it's clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
She's definitely the most helpful in Trials and Tribulations. You'll see. I can't let this happen. There has to be something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Or overwatched.
Yeah.
Your Honor! A minute, please!
No.
What should I do?
Yes, Mr. Wright?
I call Tracer to the stand! Wait, what am I doing? She's not even in this game. There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored.
Mr. Wright, when I said the world could use more heroes, that's not what I meant.
Let's
Sorry,
put all back on the
Tracer.
stand again.
Sorry.
I bet Edgeworth would love that.
If it's any consolation, though, you're going to be my main when I get that game.
Well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further?
Oh, I take it you've seen a bit of Overwatch that you knew which voice to imitate. Nice, Dwibs.
Yeah. Oh
You
shit,
have
I
the
gotta
game?
go!
Oh, right.
What I've seen of Overwatch, it looks like complete chaos.
For a bit, but I traded it in.
Oh.
Maybe at some point down the line. Anyway, Mr. Wright, go! Cavalry's here!
Oh, okay then. And that is the identity of the person who received the bear. I'll admit, Overwatch is a rare first-person shooter that interests me.
He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Convenient. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear. Was it possibly Charlie Adler? We can't be.
Ah!
Charlie Adler. What does he got to do with it? What does cow and chicken have to do with this?
What the hell? The culprit is.
Wait, actually, didn't he voice one of the Transformers in
What is it, Mr. Powers?
in Gen 1? Now that I think about it.
If you're going to scream like that, at least give us a good reason why.
Well, maybe it's Charles
Stepped
Helston
his
then.
toe.
Oh, yeah, sorry. By the way, Jovah, Tracer is actually voiced by someone off Downton Abbey.
Wow.
Really?
Actually, so... Oh, I remembered. I remembered who took the bear.
Oh, it was. I know. It was Charles Heston,
Time
wasn't
for a
it?
game of disappearing
Disappearing.
bear.
Hey, you're doing it wrong, Joe. Allow me. Time for a game of disappearing bears.
I
Really?
Yeah,
want that.
sorry, I
bear.
tend to act too much.
I want that bear. but the arm.
And don't forget the Avengers bears.
It was the Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear it.
Oh, hey Pedro, Sean Connery in a bear costume. You've got to be kidding.
I have some stupider things, honestly.
I fear for
Yeah.
you, man.
I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Order! It looks like you've dug your own grave yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count. Tracer, bit of assistance again.
Sorry, Joe, but Tracer had to go off and stop incident.
So the person who took in the little bear was for the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt Engarde is the Nickel Samurai.
Thanks to the defense, we've made it all the clearer.
Yay! I did a
Congratulations,
good.
Phoenix.
What am I supposed to do now? Mia, help for once.
Actually, Phoenix, don't bother.
You don't have time to act lost.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry.
Okay, fine. I'll take that advice.
Any tips on which angle?
Now I will bring this cross-examination.
Hold it!
No,
Your
just
Honor.
a different angle. That's all you need to know, right?
Fine.
Come on, Phoenix.
We've already removed any and all questionable
You know, Mia, your sister is in peril of death. You know that, right?
Maybe she's lonely and wants her to join her in the afterlife.
I
It's about
guess.
time you were removed from the courts, Mr.
Oh,
Wright.
wait. So you're telling me that they're kind of like the Farron sisters from the 13 trilogy? They're selfish, or at least Mia is.
Nah. Mia's still way better than that thanks to Trials and Tribulations.
You know what
There.
I don't get? Mia is being possessed. No, Mia is being channeled by someone with eons more personality, character, and is, again, eons more helpful than she is. Why doesn't that rub off on her?
Oh, we can't have that.
Because, Shuri, we have to wait till the third game for that. That's all I can really say at this point.
Why can't Pearl be in the room right now?
Because it would be too dramatic for her. Actually, that's a good question.
No, well, Shiroi, considering in Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice she's already an adult, maybe.
There, Mr. Wright.
There. Sorry, I have to do that. I promise, Charles Heston. This was found at Mr. Engarde's mansion.
Charlton Heston.
However, Mr. Engarde was arrested at the hotel that night. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh, poor bastard guy.
Oh.
I know, right? I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Engarde who took the spear to his mansion.
Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright.
Thank God I'm here.
There was no way, time-wise, for this defendant to have taken this bear home. Yeah, bear.
Whew, disaster averted. Objection! You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I wasn't trying to. I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Engarde's mansion.
Oh, great, the power's out again.
We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. Didn't quite work out, though. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he wished to kill her. The butler actually did it.
You know what?
absolutely.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
Killer and Engarde were working together, so to speak. And the killer was
I
hiding
wash
in
my
Engarde
hands
mansion.
of this whole matter.
There, Pedro. There. As its butler.
What a bold move.
Or Justice for All seems to be plagued with the most dumb stuff. Well,
Hey guys! I just figured out that my PlayStation is a game console.
I thought you said you were watching your hands
What's
on the
a
matter.
thought,
I thought it was a music player.
Honestly, not with the PlayStation, but if you have that revelation about the Xbox, it'll be pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engarde had him do so, and somehow planned that in advance. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Either the police really suck and somehow gave him the means to a blind spot, or he planned this in advance. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? Oh.
I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion,
And
as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room.
well,
Everything has become very clear.
Is
no.
it?
The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Engarde.
No. Well, yes, but not
Well,
yet. Not
I
here.
see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict.
I'll get that.
Phoenix, bite his hand.
In the next part.
See you then.
I hereby declare Mr. Engarde
Guilty as
Save.
charged.
Save!
Drum roll.
And we'll see what we can do in that amount of time.
Okay,
See you, everybody.
See ya.
bye.